Hi, I'm Gigi Upchurch and welcome to my Digital Sabbath blog. Today, I didn't use technology from 8 to 4. I set a couple parameters for myself to help me be successful in school and life even though I was on a technology cleanse. I allowed myself to use my laptop for in-class work, but I limited myself to not Googling and surfing the web while I was in class with my laptop. I really only used it for schoolwork. I didn't use my phone at all the whole day except to check the time to make sure that I wasn't late for any of my classes. In not using my laptop or my phone for anything but time and schoolwork, I wasn't on social media, I didn't text, I didn't Snapchat, I didn't scroll through the web, any of the distracting things that I often do with my phone and my computer. And I was successful. I stuck to my plan and successfully made it through the 8 hours without technology. So, on to my 442 reflection. 4 things that I liked and didn't like. I liked that not using my phone and my laptop allowed me to open up and see the world. I wasn't distracted by what was happening on Instagram or Snapchat or a text I was getting. When I was in Crossroads getting coffee, I was fully present in the moment, looking at the people around me and listening for my drink. I also liked that I got to talk more to people. I had lunch with my friend, and instead of checking my phone every few minutes, I really just focused on what she had to say and was a good listener. 2 things that I didn't like about doing this technology cleanse. First, I didn't like that I couldn't take care of things like I usually do. I couldn't check my email, I couldn't make sure I turned homework assignments in, things that I usually do online but couldn't do for the last 8 hours. I also didn't like that I kind of felt like I was missing out. If texts were sent and emails were sent, I wouldn't know about them because I wasn't allowed to check those things. So I felt a little bit out of the loop, which was kind of a bummer. Moving on, the next part of the 442 is 2 questions that I have after doing my digital Sabbath. The first question that I have is, how can I do this being taking breaks from technology more? How can I be present in the world and not be absorbed by my Instagram feed or Snapchats as I move through my life on other days? And then my second question is, how can I use the principle of technology cleanses in my future classroom? Whether that's me not using technology some days in class or asking my students not to, but how could I incorporate that into the classroom in a way that would support the curriculum? The last part of the 442 is 2 things that I learned. The first thing that I learned was that I should be on my phone less during gaps that I have during the day or when I'm waiting in line or waiting for class to start, that it's really important to be present in the moment, and I learned that I value that and need to take advantage of those times more. I also learned that modern life is so dependent on technology. I felt like I was out of the loop because I couldn't check my email or my text messages or do my homework because all of those things depend on technology, and I didn't realize that my life was so dependent. Some other reflections I had, logistically, like I've talked about, doing homework and checking email, that was really challenging. So having this digital Sabbath challenged my logistical day and my logistical plans for making plans for later and making sure things were taken care of. Something that I missed while I wasn't using technology was talking to my friends and checking in with my mom every so often, and just kind of the way that technology connects me to people. I kind of missed that. Something that I liked, as I've already talked about, I really liked just experiencing the world that I was in the present moment, whether that was in Crossroads getting coffee or walking to class with my head up and looking at the mountains. I enjoyed the kind of forced experiencing of all the things around me. I feel like technology is kind of taking over. If that many parts of my life depend on technology, that it's hard for me to go 8 hours without it, kind of signifies that technology is taking over a little bit, at least my life, at least the life of a normal college kid. And I think that as a society, we need to open our eyes to that and be really aware that that's happening so that we can combat that and make sure that we don't lose face-to-face communication and times where we take in the world and live in the present to technology. And then finally, I wanted to relate this digital Sabbath and the idea of technology and its overuse and taking breaks from it to the classroom. I hope to teach upper elementary school, and so I was thinking about ways that I could incorporate digital Sabbath and technology into my future classroom. And I think that something that's important is setting an example for my students of not being dependent on technology, taking breaks both in class and personally to show them that there are ways to go about your day and your job without constantly checking your phone or your email or whatever it might be. Also, I don't want to be dependent on technology in the classroom to teach. I want to have a backup plan so that if my computer's down or my projector won't work, that I have other things to do and I'm not completely thrown because I can't show a video. I want to teach my kids how to be literate, but also how to be safe with their media use, and I think that taking breaks and giving examples of breaks is really important. So overall, I like the digital Sabbath. I'm glad that it's over, but it was nice while it lasted, and it definitely opened up my eyes to the way that our society uses technology. Okay, until next time, bye!